At L&M Fine Jewelry, we hand select our diamonds to give you the very best prices possible. Monty knows a great deal when he finds one. Find your great deal at L&M Fine Jewelry.
Your diamond destination.
Welcome to Under the Helmet with Samuel Akem, live from the press box, presented by Skyline Sports. Appreciate the running backs for being here. I know this is y'all's day off, so can't thank you guys enough. I'm joined with Stevie Rocker. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. We got a few games on right now. Seahawks and LA. Can't remember who's on that TV. Eagles and Jags and Eagles. And then there was somebody over there, but yeah, we got some Sunday football going on. So first off, we're gonna start off with our first segment, the mental timeout. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, never better, to be honest.
Yeah? You got your second touchdown yesterday this
Yeah.
season? How did that feel?
Feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Always feels good getting in the zone, man.
Yeah.
Right like that. How was your week?
Oh, it was good. A lot of prep to go to Cali,
Yeah.
get a nice win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're from Arizona. I feel like, have you spent a lot of time in California before?
Yeah, my mom's side of the family's from California, so I
Okay.
used to go travel there when I was younger all the time.
What part?
Southern California,
Southern?
about San
They just
Diego.
get a pick?
They used to do a
So if you guys don't know, there's a bunch of Seahawks fans downstairs, and Gino threw a pick like the last drive.
pick. They're sick.
And now he just
They're
threw it.
sick.
Is that the same guy? That's the
that the
same
second
guy.
one?
Yeah, that's the same guy. Kitchens.
No way.
Yes. Wait, okay, we're gonna watch this replay real quick. All right.
Man.
Is there anything significant this week that happened for you?
I mean, besides getting a touchdown from
Yeah.
my family, probably the biggest.
Did you have a lot of family at the game?
Yeah, I had a pretty good amount. I
Okay.
think about like 15, 20 people from my family.
And what part of California did you say your mom's from?
She's from like San Diego, a little bit outside San Diego.
Pretty far from Slow, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, now we got backfield beginnings. Tell everybody where you're from for people that don't know.
So I'm from Tucson, Arizona. It's one of the second biggest cities in Arizona.
What's the biggest?
Phoenix.
Phoenix? Okay, right.
Yeah, about it. Grew up, played football since I was played flag when I was 5. Took a year off, then played when I was 7, and I've been playing tackle ever since.
Why'd you take a year off?
I don't know. I don't remember why I took a year off.
Okay. Were you scary?
I don't know. I really don't remember why.
I was talking to Samori yesterday. This is an interview that'll be coming out soon. He was talking about his you didn't even know Samori, but he used to play here. He was talking about how he used to play football, and he was like a Mike linebacker. And if you know Samori, he's like super skinny, small guy. If you were scared, bro, it's okay. Like I used to not like getting hit, so that was something.
Nobody really likes it, but you just find a way to deal with it.
Did you ever play defense?
Yeah, in youth football, I played DN for a little bit,
Okay.
and then as I kind of grew out, I started playing linebacker.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of safety and corner in high school, but I mainly played linebacker if I was playing defense.
So you played linebacker?
Yeah.
So how'd you make the switch to running back?
So I played in youth ball. I played both. I
Yeah.
played both sides of the ball, and then in high school, my freshman year, I played both sides of the ball, and then I got hurt halfway through the season, and then my sophomore year, I practiced as a safety because my coach, I don't know why, he just didn't want me to play linebacker that year. So I practiced as a safety. In my first game, I played both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And then I think I rushed for like 130 yards. And he was like, yeah, you're just going to play running back. So I played only running back the rest of that year. And then the last time I played defense again was my senior year. And then I played linebacker that year.
Would you say you preferred linebacker or running back?
A lot of my coaches will argue that I was a better linebacker than a running back.
Damn.
But I don't know. I like running back a lot more than linebacker.
Like scoring touchdowns. I can't blame you, bro. So middle school, high school, were you guys good in high school?
We were pretty decent. I'd say my sophomore and junior year, we lost in the first round of the playoffs, and then my senior year was right on the back end of COVID, so we only had 3 games.
Yeah. Oh, dang, I forgot that. You guys only had 3 games though?
Yeah.
So you guys on the back end of COVID, so what, 21?
Yeah.
Why'd you guys only play 3?
So it was such a stupid rule. It was like based off of how many cases were by each like county. So like in Tucson, that's Pima County.
Yep.
And then Phoenix is Maricopa County. And so those two counties were like basically trying to figure out if they wanted to play a season. They said that we had too many cases. We only had, I think, like 1,500 cases in the city of Tucson.
Yeah.
And Phoenix had almost 100,000 cases.
Damn.
And they played a full season.
Yeah.
And then we only ended up playing 3 games, and it was like each game you would basically like hope you'd be able to play the next.
Right.
You never knew if you would play it or not.
Right. Dang. COVID was such a weird time, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So do you think that kind of like hurt your recruitment?
Yeah, I mean, my recruitment kind of got cut short a lot anyways, because my junior year, I got hurt in our scrimmage the week before our first game, and I missed the first half of my season.
What kind of injury?
I had a really bad high ankle sprain.
Ooh, bro. Those ankles,
Yeah.
bro.
It was no joke.
So at that point, your junior season, had teams kind of been contacting you and recruiting you and stuff?
So my sophomore year was really when I like blew up. I had like, I think 1,400 all-purpose yards, 15 touchdowns, and I think like I had 1,100 like rushing yards.
Damn. Okay.
And then, so my sophomore year is when I was getting like letters from different types of schools.
Yeah.
I had offers from, I think my first offer was right at the end of my sophomore year from Nevada.
Okay.
And then started like going through spring ball, stuff like that. I had schools kind of conversating with me. Like I was talking to USC, UCLA, I was talking to Cal.
You had emotion.
Yeah, ASU came and visit me at the school.
Yeah.
I had BYU, they came to the school. Notre Dame came to the school. I had a bunch of schools that were like coming around.
And this is, you said your junior or sophomore?
My sophomore
Sophomore year?
Yeah, I would always like. I had the running back coach that he's now, I think, at Michigan State. He was at UW at the time. He came to the school all the time to come and see me. He came to one of my games my junior year to watch me play. But yeah, my sophomore year, I got pretty much everything that summer. My sophomore year, I remember where I was for every offer that I had. Like, Nevada, they were at the school and they offered me when I was that year. When my second offer was from Cal, they came, so like at my high school, they did like these after school like study hall stuff.
Yeah.
So I went to one of them because I was
struggling?
math. You know about that. But so I was at the after school stuff, whatever, trying to get some help on that. And he called me on my way back to, my mom was picking me up. Yeah. And he called me on the way over, and during that call, he pretty much told me like, oh, we're gonna offer you.
This was Cal?
This was Cal.
Yeah.
And then BYU, I was over at a friend's house, and they called me like so random. They came to one of my practices, like kind of during fall camp, or like over the summer, and came for one day. 2 days later, they offered me.
Damn.
And then Arizona, they offered me like super late in the process, where like pretty much the whole city of Tucson was like, why aren't you offering him?
Yeah.
Like,
and Arizona's in Tucson, correct? Okay.
Like, he's an in-city kid. Like, why haven't you offered him? So then I went on this like 3-day bender of camps. So I went to.
That's a weird way to put it.
Yeah. That's the best way to put it. I don't know. So I went on this 3-weekend bender of just camps.
Yeah.
So I drove to LA to this like small school that was hosting Boise State and Washington. Yeah. And then there was like a couple other schools there, but Boise State and Washington wanted me to go to that camp, so I went to that camp.
Where was this camp at again?
It was, I can't remember.
Was it in Arizona?
No, it was in California.
California, okay.
It was like a little bit outside of LA. And then went to that one. The next day, I had to go to a UCLA camp because their running back coach wanted me to go there.
Yeah.
So I went to that camp. And then I drove back down to Tucson right after that camp, and it was like the camp ended at probably 6 o'clock. So I drive 7 hours back to Tucson, slept in the parking lot of Arizona, and then
dedication.
Went to the U of A camp.
Yeah.
And then like I would talk to the coach, whatever, and he was like conversating with me, and like I didn't like bring up the fact that I had another camp that I went to because I thought that's kind of weird to bring up to another coach.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring it up, but my parents told him, and then he came up to me. He was like, "You went to 2 other camps before this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I slept probably 3 hours in the parking lot."
That really told him something, huh?
And he was like, "Give me a minute." So then he went, and they like talked together, whatever, the coaching staff, and then he offered me after that.
Damn.
And then junior year, I was expected to get a lot more after that. I had like Utah was.
Hold on. I don't want to gloss over that though. You went to 3 camps back to back to back.
Yeah.
Kids need to see that and understand. This dude wanted to offer. You already had offers at that point too.
Yeah.
Like, have you always been an Arizona fan? Like in Arizona, like you wanted to go to
I grew
Arizona?
up going to all types of camp, like all the games that were there. Like as a kid in Tucson, you always go to territorial Cup games.
Yep.
Like, the Arizona ASU game is always fun to go watch.
Yep.
So you went to those all the time. I went to, I don't know if you remember this game. I think it was 2014. It was a whiteout game against Cal.
Yep.
And it was when Arizona threw the Hail Mary to win the game.
I wasn't
It's
watching
like,
a ton of
oh,
Arizona
yeah.
games. I was in high school at that
I
point
was
too.
at that game. There was like a bunch of different stuff that happened. Like there was a streaker one game that I went to. I was like 10.
So you was around all the time.
This thing that Arizona does, it's like they do it year round. They do this fundraiser for youth football teams.
Yeah.
And at the time when I was doing it, it was I don't remember what the fundraiser was for, but it was the 2 teams that fundraised the most money would play in a halftime scrimmage at Arizona Stadium.
Y'all raised the most.
So it was us against another team. They were called the Redskins.
Yeah.
And we played them in a halftime game. Like I think they played NAU or something like that.
That's probably like a highlight.
If you look up the video, there's a video on YouTube.
Did you score?
Yeah.
You probably thought that was like the.
I was 8 years old. Yeah, I thought I was. It was the coolest thing ever.
I bet.
So
I bet.
cool.
But the reason I bring that back is because, like, man, these kids got to understand like how hard you got to work sometimes
Yeah,
to
it
get the
takes a
things that
lot.
you want. It takes a lot, bro.
It takes
Like,
so much time.
Man, like this dude went to 3 camps back to back to back, no sleep, sleeping in the parking lot, and got the
Yeah.
offer that you wanted. So what happened? That was your sophomore year, still correct?
Yeah. So then junior year comes around. I played through my sophomore season. A lot of coaches were kind of like, they were talking to me, but they were pretty much wanting that junior year to like solidify, like, all right, yeah, we want to give you that opportunity. Then I get hurt in that scrimmage, so I missed the first half of my season. So that kind of like a bunch of schools right after I got hurt, a bunch of them just cut me off, stopped talking to me. So
But that's like the big year in high school. Like junior year is like the year.
So then after I come back from my injury, it was like slowly coming back, but it wasn't like obviously the same as what you would want, especially as a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be the easiest to come back. But a bunch of schools were still kind of slowly talking to me, but they kind of like wanted me to come on visits, give them a chance, whatever. I was like, okay. So that summer, my junior year, I was like planning to go to like all these different schools, different camps, like get them to see me in another way that if they weren't able to see me in the season, then COVID hit.
Oh yeah.
So that screwed up all types of recruitment that I was trying to do. And
Did you lose any offers at this point? Like did you fill up BYU, Nevada?
So I was still like those schools still had their offers for me.
Yeah.
And like that was like a whole different thing that's I'll probably get into in a little bit. But so at this point, by that time that happened, I was talking to Duke and Fresno State, and they were wanting me to come out and visit with them. But by that time came, it was the only thing I could do was a virtual tour, like a virtual visit. And then I was getting closer to my senior year. Yeah, I was getting closer to my senior year starting, and my plan going into my senior year, I wanted to be committed to a school and basically like have that
Take that off
done
your mind.
before to go, so I could just play the year.
Yep.
So I'm going into getting close to my year, and I'm like, I have to commit somewhere. So I'm calling all these coaches, all the schools that offer me. I first talked to Duke and Fresno State, and they were telling me like, oh, Fresno State said they had another player that they were waiting to commit, and wanted to see whatever, and then I would be like a second option, and I didn't want to be a second option to anybody.
Yeah.
Duke was still on the fence. They were kind of like, oh well, if we keep the conversation up, we'll do it. So I was like, all right, whatever. So the school I really wanted to go to was Cal. Like I took a visit there. I couldn't take an official because it was during COVID, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But my sophomore year, I took like a junior day visit out there, and I loved it. So I wanted to commit there. Called the coach, and the coach basically like in the simplest form, in like the simplest, most respectful way, told me no. So I was like, well, that sucks. And BYU and Nevada kind of like fell off at this point. So the only option I had was Arizona.
Damn.
So I commit to Arizona. I called the coach, and he was like, I was super close with the coach. Like I played 7-on-7 ball with his 2 sons at the time.
So he kind of knew
he
you.
was always around. Like he wanted me to commit as soon as they offered, and he wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I called him. I told him I commit. And he was like, if you're serious, like we'll shut down all recruitment for running backs because they already had another commit from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And he was like, we'll shut down commitment and it'll just be you 2 like coming in. And I was like, all right, yeah, like I'm committing, whatever. So I commit. I signed my letter like 2 weeks later, or I signed my letter I think like a week and a half later or something like that. And then I go to this like All-American like Shrine Bowl. It was like a smaller one. But I went to that, and as I was at that, I was watching the Arizona State game during COVID. I don't know if you remember that game. It was a 70-7 game.
Dang.
It was a complete blowout.
Arizona got beat?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It was a complete blowout. My friends were blowing my phone up because at this time I was already committed.
Oh
like,
yeah.
They're blowing my phone up.
Did you have an ASU offer?
Nah.
No.
But so that happened. Right after that game, I'm in San Antonio for this All-Star game, and the whole coaching staff gets fired.
Oh.
So the coach that recruited me, so the coach that offered me left the year after, and that was DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray,
offered
Oklahoma
me
guy.
and left the next year. Then another coach was there. He was cool with me still there. Like he wanted me to still go, whatever. Yeah. And then whole staff gets fired. And he was one that was going to stay on the staff, and then he ended up not staying. So they wiped completely clean. And at this point, when the whole staff was fired, I was signed and I was already accepted into the school and had pretty much everything.
They had Kevin Sumlin?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the staff that got fired?
Yeah. So I had everything in line to basically go to the school, and I didn't even know who my coach was going to be. So, and I graduated high school early. I graduated out of high school early just so I could start early when that happened, because I thought living in Tucson, going to U of A, like I feel like that's the best opportunity is to graduate early, take that chance since I'm already there. Like it's an easy process too. So I was like, all right, I'll take that chance. So that happened, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know if the process of getting out of like the letter is gonna be as easy as it is now. Like, at the time, it was before all this process that it is now. So I was like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. So I just stuck out with it, and then that was when Coach Fish, that's when Jed Fish got his, he nearly was hired, and then at that point, like that whole first semester was just like basically a clean out period for him.
What was your freshman year?
21.
21? Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
And dang.
That was your freshman year of high school?
That's your freshman year of high school?
Oh my God.
21? Y'all boys are young. We don't got to get back into this, man.
That's crazy.
We don't got to get back into it. Here. So, hold up. Let me go back here. Okay. So now I want you to talk about your few years at Arizona and how you ended up at Montana. Like, go through that timeline now.
So I'll start my freshman year.
Well, actually, hold up. Let's go back. Tell me, you said you would get into the offers and how you had to it was like a journey. Is that what you kind of just broke down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So tell us how you ended up at Montana and your journey through Arizona.
So I started at Arizona of January 21.
Yep.
And played through spring ball. Like I had a really good spring ball for a freshman. Like,
what was the running back room like
at
that point?
At that point, it was a lot older at that time, but I think there was only a couple. Actually, no, there wasn't a lot, because there's a running back at the time. His name is Gary Bragwell. I think he's with the Giants now. He was just leaving, so there was like a few more running backs. They had another running back that came in from Northwestern with me. But it was probably about 4 of us that were playing at the time. But so I played through spring ball, had a good spring ball. I was kind of in the mindset of like, I'm just gonna see how it goes. If they redshirt me, that's fine. If they don't, then whatever. So they end up going into probably the first week of the season. I traveled. We played BYU in Vegas for like that Vegas game.
That was probably lit.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. But like I didn't touch the field, but it was a cool experience. Like go play in the Raiders Stadium.
Yeah, yeah. And that was probably when it was new, huh?
Yeah, it was I think probably just opened actually.
Yeah, Allegiant. Damn.
Yeah, it was brand new. So it was pretty dope. Yeah. And then the next game we played at Oregon, we played NAU, and that was the first game I ever got on the field.
Yeah.
But
Was it like some cleanup time?
Yeah, it was like crap. But the sad thing is we lost that game.
Yeah.
So I got in there like later in the game, and I had like probably 2 snaps, but it still felt nice to get on the field.
Yeah, college football.
Whatever. And then I don't remember we played SDSU after that.
San Diego State?
Yeah, I got smoked.
Yeah.
But that was when San Diego State was like super good.
Yeah.
Then we played at Oregon for our first Pac-12 game. That was a lot of fun. I had a couple snaps, had like a long run, whatever, but it was fun. Played a few more games, played at USC, had a couple snaps there.
In California?
Yeah, and then played UW at Arizona. That was like my first like real, like, it wasn't like a start, but I had a lot more snaps that game. And then had like my longest run of the season for like the whole team.
How long was that?
It was 59.
Did you score?
No, I didn't score.
Damn, come on, bro.
I know. I got hawked by a first-round draft pick. So.
Who?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
You said you played UW?
Yeah, his senior year was 21, so he would have been that.
McDuffie.
Yes.
Yeah, because we played them 21 too.
Yeah, I got hawked. But
he's all pro now, so.
Yeah. No big deal. No, I had that run and he hawked me. But
we beat them, by the way, too.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
Over there,
we could have beat them, and we blew it. But then we played Cal. Played a lot that game. That was the only game we won that year.
Yeah.
And then played Utah. Played a lot that game. He caught that.
Seahawks are about to score. They just converted a 4th and 5.
But played Utah. I think there'll be a question that I'll answer about that game later on. Don't let me forget. But played a little bit in that game. Had some good stuff, and then played ASU. That was a lot of fun. Had a face mask call in that game, which was
you had one?
Yeah, because I stiff armed somebody.
Yeah, kind of pulled down a little bit.
No, I didn't. I just flipped them, whatever, and they called it a face mask. It was stupid. And then, so after that year, they were wanting me to like pretty much be another next back for them to get ready. But they wanted me to.
Seahawks just tied the game.
Oh yeah. But they wanted me to be like another next back for them.
Yeah.
But I was super light. Like my freshman year, I was 190 pounds.
190? What are you now?
215.
215? Okay.
But at that time, I was like super skinny, barely getting on the field, whatever.
Yeah,
they were telling me, they're like, you get to like 205, 200 pounds, like,
you're the guy.
Good. So I spent that whole spring, whole summer to gain weight, because gaining weight for me was like literally impossible.
Yeah.
Like I could not figure it out.
You got a fast metabolism?
Yeah. So I finally managed to build that weight up to get up there. So that next season comes. And we are about to travel to San Diego State. And the night before, I was with my friends, like a dummy, and I woke up late the next morning. So
in Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at Arizona, on Fridays for our travel games, we would travel and home games, but we traveled to a hotel for home games.
Right.
But on Friday mornings, like 7 o'clock in the morning, we're doing meetings for a couple hours, and then we have a walkthrough right after that.
Yeah.
So I woke up late, and I woke up at like 8 o'clock.
Damn, and the meeting's at 7.
Yeah, so I get up, and the only thing I see, I didn't even see the time. I just see one of the running backs that was in our room was calling me, and he tells me if you can get here, get here.
Is this first game of the season?
Yes.
Oh.
So he calls me, and he's like, if you can get here, get here. We just got out of meetings, walkthroughs in like 30 minutes, whatever. If you can get here, do it.
Are you the one at this point?
No, at this point I was probably like the 3.
Okay.
So
but still,
that happened, yeah. So I get up late, whatever. I go to my car. My dad's outside. He's losing his mind because they were calling my dad. Because they thought something was wrong with me. I didn't answer my phone.
Yeah.
Everybody was blowing my phone up, and like as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my god.
That's the worst.
So then I'm like driving over to the facility because by the time I get there, like I'll be able to throw on like our walkthrough stuff and be able to get out there like with the team like right on time. But on the drive over there, one of our our player like personnel people calls me and he's like, hey, just don't even worry about it. We'll see you Sunday.
What?
Oh, yeah.
In the Treasure State, University of Montana football is a way of life. Lithia Ford has long been a proud sponsor of Grizz football, and Lithia Ford of Missoula is thrilled to have several of the best Montana football seniors driving the best trucks in Montana. Aspen Sound is the premier car audio and accessory shop in Montana. Aspen Sound makes sure the boys are riding in style with tinted windows and state-of-the-art stereo systems. There's always a party in Montana. Whether you're going to a concert, a wedding, or a football game, the Montana Party Bus will get you there. Skyline Sports and ESPN MT cover the Big Sky with more depth than anyone. Check out SkylineSportsMT.com and tune in to Nuanez Now on 1029 ESPN Missoula every day. My Montana Roots and Wear Your Roots clothing is your go-to spot for the most unique and comfortable lifestyle clothing you'll find anywhere. And get your custom t-shirts to support your favorite player. From 5 local businesses who love Montana, best of luck to the Grizz as they pursue another Big Sky Conference championship.
That ripped me apart. So
much though?
So I stayed home. I was back, like I stayed at home with my parents, like I watched the game at home, whatever, like it was just brutal to watch.
Bro, that's crazy.
I had a meeting with my head coach the next morning, and he talks to me, whatever, and he's like, look, I get it, like you're a college kid, it happens, whatever, but he's like, we gotta set, like somebody's gotta be.
They're trying to build a culture at this point too, huh?
Yeah, he's like, it sucks that it has to be you, but we gotta do it. He's like, so we're gonna suspend you for the week. So I couldn't be around the team for a whole week.
And did you miss another game?
Mm-hmm.
So you missed 2 games?
Yes. So that next week I was suspended. I couldn't go to practice. Couldn't go to any meetings. Like I had to work out when the team wasn't in the weight room. Like I had to do everything on my own for a week.
That's kind of harsh, man.
So missed that week, whatever. And at this point, like I'm beating myself up for it. 'Cause it's like I thought I made the biggest mistake. Like whatever, like I just basically ruined what I thought I had.
Yeah.
So I find out probably a week after my suspension, we're playing, I think, North Dakota State that week. And I find out that one of the freshmen that was our, like, kind of back and forth starting Mike linebacker, who's now, like, one of the faces of the program there.
Yeah.
He did the exact same thing that I did, but they let him show up. So I go to my coach, and
the same week you did it, or
same exact week? Same week.
What?
So I go to my coach, and I was like, I don't want to be that guy to like compare myself to anybody. Like that's the last thing I want to do.
Right.
I was like, why did I get like basically thrown out?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh well, like I don't know, blah blah blah. He's like, you gotta ask somebody else. So I was like, whatever. So I just let it go. I was like, it doesn't matter. Like I wasn't. This coaching staff's recruiting
Right.
They didn't or whatever.
Not to say they didn't want you, but like they didn't recruit you.
Yeah, so I was like, I get it. Like it was their recruit, whatever. Like I could understand that. So a few weeks go by, my head coach basically tells me like I start at the bottom of the roster. Like I am like.
And this is like 3 or 4 games into the season at this point, huh?
So I'm like at the bottom of the roster. I have to like basically work myself back up.
Yeah.
And I get to, it's like Oregon week, and I see another player does the exact same thing that I did, but he shows up 30 minutes late to the walkthrough. So after that happened, whatever, I go to my coach again, and I was like, I don't understand, like, why am I getting treated like this when everybody else is doing the same thing, and I'm just getting like slap on the wrist. But I'm like shunned from the whole team.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Nobody looks at me the same. Coaching staff barely talks to me anymore. Like I don't get it.
You like the black sheep.
Yeah, I was like, one day I was this, and then the next it's like nothing. Like it's like I don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, well, we got a lot like invested to players, and as soon as he said that, I was like, I get it. Like it's a money thing. It's a business. Like, I get it. Whatever. So I was going to transfer that year.
And that's 2022.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was going to transfer out that year, but my coach like basically blew smoke up me and was like, oh, if you stay here, like you'll be fine. Like there's only going to be a few more backs. it's gonna be you and a couple other people, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, like that makes sense. Next year comes and nothing changed. It was the exact same thing. I was basically nothing again. I was on scout team all year. Like nothing happened. So I was like, whatever. So I transferred out, and then so I hit the transfer portal, basically with like no plan, not really knowing like what to do, because transfer portal is such a weird process. Like it's such a weird thing to do.
You just jump in there, like
you're basically jumping in with nothing, and it's basically restarting high school recruitment all over again.
So what does it look like? Like, how do you enter into the transfer portal? Is it like a website that you go to, or?
So like the process, it starts with like obviously you gotta tell your coaches. And then you tell administration, so they can like set up your transcript so you can send that out. And then you have to go to your compliance, and then you fill out like a transfer form. And you go through like, it's like you have to watch like a video about it, whatever. And then you fill out this sheet, and basically once you sign it, they approve of it, and then it puts you in, and then you're basically like.
And your name gets put like in a database or something?
Yeah, it's been like a huge list of.
Did you get to see the list?
Nah.
No.
So then I was in there for like a month, and
you jumped in what, like December?
Yeah, I jumped in right before they went to the bowl game.
Okay. And they were pretty good in 23, right?
They beat Oklahoma in the Alamo Bowl that year. But jumped in before the bowl game because I didn't really feel like it would have been fun to go to the bowl game, but I just didn't feel like it would have been that.
You kind of detached at that point, huh?
Yeah. So stuck out, hit the portal, and then. At the time when I first hit the portal, I didn't really know like what to do, how to reach out to coaches. Like at that time, it's when playoffs were going on, bowl games are going on, so it's kind of hard to talk to anybody. At that point.
They're all busy.
But I'm still kind of getting here and there from some coaches, but a lot of coaches were telling me that basically if I transferred my sophomore year, I would have went to their schools because my film was too old at that time. So I was like, well, that sucks, whatever. And then I talked to like, I think it was Sanford. And then I was
SoCon.
Yeah. I was talking to them, and then I was kind of like pretty much planning to go with them, but my credits wouldn't transfer. So if I wanted to be able to go to their school, I had to take a winter class. And I wasn't going to do that. So that was kind of out the window. It sucked because it was nice to like talk to them, and like they were hyped about me to go, but it just didn't work out. And then I was talking to NAU for a little bit, but they were like on the fence for a while, like didn't really know what they wanted to do. And then I had like this guy who was helping me through my recruiting process, like reach out to people that he knew. And so I guess he has a friend that knew Coach Green. And told me like, if you can like reach out to this coach. Like I've already put a word for you. Just reach out and talk to him. He's like, at this point, like it's on you. So I was like, okay. So I reach out to him, and pretty much from there, it was like they were ready for me to come. So I was like,
pause.
Pause. Major pause. Didn't even think about it. But they were ready for me to come out here. And, and then, but at this time, this is when they were going for the Natty. So it was a really like tight window for me to be able to like get the visit to come out here, to be able to commit, sign, and move out here. That was like within like a week and a half. It was pretty much I was out here, I left, and then came back, and then I was here for good.
Damn. And Montana's really all you had?
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn. So now we are where we are. How have you felt during your time here?
Never better. Honestly, it's the best I've felt since my freshman year, to be honest.
And so do you have a red shirt?
No, I used my red shirt my sophomore year.
Okay. Nice. What is your favorite part so far about being at UM?
I'd say the players. I'd say, like, from experience, going from, like, seeing how FBS football is, like, every locker room's different. Every team's got their own type of thing, but at Arizona, it was really, like, super cliquey to me. And it was kind of like if you weren't a part of that group,
kind of outcast.
They still would talk to you because you're on their team, but it was never really outside of the facility. You'd never see it. You never really talk to them. Like you wouldn't get anything out of them. But like here, like this is the closest I've been with people. I've only been here for like 9 months. Like
Not even. Well, yeah, about 9 months. Yeah.
Like I was at Arizona for 3 years. I maybe had like 3 friends
At the school?
I was like close there,
Yeah.
and then here it's like the whole team is like I'm way close. It's like I've been here for the past 3 years.
That's good.
And it's like it's such a better feeling for me.
That's good, bro. That's good. What are you studying?
Psychology.
Psychology? Okay. I'm a psych grad. Yeah, appreciate that. If you could go back, what would you tell your younger self about the journey ahead?
Oh man. I would pretty much tell myself just trust yourself. Only thing you have is yourself. Don't really feed into what anybody else is going to tell you, because at the end of the day, all you have really is yourself. There's obviously a support group that's around you, but they're not living through your eyes. They're not seeing what you're doing every day. They're not going through the experiences that you're going to go through. So at the end of the day, like, if people are going to tell you outside something, it doesn't really matter. Like, just trust what you have. At the end of the day, like, you know what's best for you. So just trust yourself.
Would you do anything differently?
There's probably a lot I would do, but at the same time, I don't regret anything because it's brought me here. Like, and without everything that I've had before, I wouldn't be here. So like at the same time, like I would love to change some things, but like I said, like I wouldn't be where I'm at now without those experiences. So I can't really thank them enough.
Okay, so on that same line, looking back, what are you most grateful about your journey to this point?
I'd say it's probably a weird thing to be grateful for, but the time that I went through my redshirt sophomore year, about the whole time of me missing, it taught me a lot, pretty much, and I grew up a lot at that point, and it just taught me a lot more about like time management, how to be better about that, and like just prioritize things better, and how to talk to people just in general. Like I never was somebody to talk to. Like I was such a quiet person. Anything that was any type of like controversy, anything, like I would never do it.
Staying out of it.
I just would keep it out because the last thing I wanted to do was have that. So I just never spoke up on anything, even if it bothered me a little bit, even if it was the smallest thing. Like I never did it.
And then you got inserted into one, and you feel like things are.
So it like forced me to kind of get out of that shell, to just kind of like stand on my ground and just say how I felt, no matter how anybody else is going to feel about it.
These are like your coaches who control your destiny, and you got to have those hard conversations.
Which is hard to have those conversations with them, because those are people that, like you say one thing wrong, like it can ruin your whole career. So like it taught me a lot, just how to talk to people, just even when that type of stuff comes up. And just to pretty much, it also taught me just to enjoy like the moments that you do have, because you're not going to have them all the time.
Facts. Okay, now we're getting into a day in the life. Walk us through your day-to-day routine, in season or out of season. You can pick either one.
So I'll go in season, I guess. It's probably the easiest one. So I'll say like tomorrow, I'll get up at 6 o'clock. I take my dogs out in the morning.
Dogs?
Dogs. I have 2 dogs. I take my dogs out in the morning, then I get dressed, whatever, kiss my girlfriend. I leave, go lift in the morning, and then I'll have a little bit of time before class after lift, so I'll go to treatment, and then I'll go to study hall, and I have class at 11, and then I'll go to lunch right after that, and I'll sit at lunch for probably an hour, sit and talk, eat, whatever.
You going to UC? You going to the lodge?
UC. And then after that, go to the locker room, or I go to the training room again, do a little bit more treatment, get taped up, whatever, and then get ready for practice, do practice, go home, and then pretty much at that point, it's like I'm a dog dad. So I do everything for the dogs, and then I just hang out with my girlfriend, or I play the game.
For sure. Is there one thing you do that you feel is ritual, whether it be daily, once a week, or only on game day? Or vice versa, is there something you don't do specifically on game days?
Oh man, I don't even know. I guess like game days, I'm a very like calm person. Like I don't really listen. Like, I listen to rap music, but I don't listen to it that often.
Yeah.
So I listen to super mellow type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So during game days, like, that's the type of stuff I listen to, which is not really what you would expect.
Right.
But I listen to that because it calms me down, because I get really bad anxiety every once in a while.
Yeah.
So it calms me down and just keeps me in a good headspace of just like, it's gonna be fine. Like, don't make it bigger than what it is. Like,
Right.
at the end of the day, like, it's just another football game. Like, it's another opportunity, but don't make it bigger than what it is.
Is that you saying those things, kind of trying to calm that anxiety?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think causes that anxiety? Is it overthinking? Is
Yeah,
it...
just a lot of overthinking. Like pretty much if any worst case scenario that you could probably think possibly could happen on a football field
Tries to come into your
trying
head.
to come into your head, which
Yeah.
is like super dramatic. Like, but at the same time, it's like those what ifs.
Yeah.
But you never really. I try and keep myself from doing that because that's what that builds that
Yeah.
makes it worse. So
Yeah.
that's the reason I do it.
Have you developed like any techniques that help kind of cool that? Is it the calm music?
It's pretty much just the music. Like, I try and just distract myself. Like, I'll play like games on my phone or like just do anything that kind of just keeps that out of my headspace. Like, just not make me think about it that often.
How often does anxiety like that pop up for you?
Honestly, a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You
I have
talk to anybody about that?
I mean, like, I talked to like my girlfriend about it, but
Yeah?
it's not like super bad. But
Yeah.
it's just like ever since I had like that late waking up thing. Like,
Yeah.
my alarm clock is set all the time.
You said like 5?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I got so scarred from Coach Houck, like I got like 5 alarms in the morning, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I
I can't. Like, I just don't want to oversleep.
I'll
bro.
I'll wake up 2 hours before my alarm.
Yes.
And I'll still think I'm late.
Just sitting up. Oh my gosh, you wake up, you think
Yeah.
you're late. Like, you look at your phone.
I'm like, oh my god. So I'll lay down.
Oh, I just got stopped. Okay, now we're going inside the minds. Did you want to say anything else about that? Sure.
Oh my god.
What did you do in high school training-wise that you felt separated you from everyone else?
I guess I kind of did the stuff that a lot of players didn't really want to do. Like, in high
Going
school.
to 3 camps?
Yeah. I went to a lot of camps. Plus, I was doing 7-on-7 football, so like you can imagine trying to squeeze that in between at the same time.
Was your
Not
team
just
good?
I played Tucson Turf.
Okay.
So they were like, at that time when I was playing, we won like one of the national championship tournaments.
You guys get rings for that or like trophies?
Yeah, I have a ring back home for it. It was pretty cool.
Damn. See, that wasn't big when that was like just blowing up when I was in high school.
Yeah,
For real.
But
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any town pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
so I did a lot of training. Like off season, I was playing basketball, running track, 7-on-7, doing training for football, and also playing 7-on-7. Like I was.
Man, you were busy.
Once football season was over, like I was doing everything I could just to keep me in shape. Like whether like playing basketball, I just liked playing basketball because it was fun.
Yeah.
It was just like something something to do. Like I played with my friends, a bunch of us on the football team, we all played together. Like nothing we took serious, but it was just something to keep us in shape, have fun.
Was that like your second sport?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I grew up playing since I was little, and then ran track, and then that I did just to help with like my speed, all that stuff. And then did.
What were your events? Bless you.
I was a 110 hurdler, a long jumper, and I did.
What was your time in the 110s?
I ran a 14.9.
14.9? Gotcha.
That was like my very last, right before COVID hit.
Did you ever place or anything?
Well, that was getting me to qualify for state. Okay. But then after that meet, that was when COVID hit.
Oh, so the season was over.
Yeah, I couldn't even do it again.
Oh, yeah, man. Who is one person that had a tremendous impact on your life, whether that be a coach or a parent?
It's hard to say for one person, but I'll say my dad. My dad's been through a lot. He's seen a lot. But he always made a priority to make sure I was getting to where I needed to be, to make sure, like, even during my recruitment process, he was making sure that I could do everything possible to get me to see these coaches, to go to these camps, and he'd sacrifice a lot of time for that, so, and I can't thank him enough for it.
That's huge, bro. That's huge. What is your mindset when it comes to stepping on the football field? What is your mindset when it comes to stepping on the football field?
Just take advantage of every opportunity that you get, because you never know what it's going to be, whether it's going to be your last one or not, or if it's even just going to be only one. Just make what you can out of all of it, and then just don't over stress it. Even if it's not what you want, like, you've always got more. It'll work. You can work more from it. You can build on it.
So going back, one-hander for a game.
Is that game?
Game, OT, touchdown, that's game. One-hander for a game. DeMarcus Robinson, oh my goodness.
What a play.
What a play.
Jeez.
Okay, so you talked about your dad and the influence he had on you. What are some of the things that he would preach to you growing up?
My dad was a huge military guy. And he was in the military, so it was a lot of military-based stuff. Just discipline, respect, being mentally strong. Having those, basically, a foundation of that will set you apart from a lot of people. Especially in high school, having that type of foundation can set you apart in a long way. So he'd instill that in me for years.
That's good, bro. Where did you get your confidence from?
Probably, I'd say both my parents. They're both pretty confident people. And they're both people that anything happens, they're the first ones to tell you. So it's kind of they're definitely one of the first.
What do you mean when anything happens? Good, bad?
Good. I mean, good, bad, anything. They don't have any shame of just talking to you about
telling
anything.
You how it is.
So whether you're gonna like it or not, you better be mentally strong for it.
Hey, you need people like that in your life.
Which is always good.
What is a personal accomplishment you're proud of?
I'd say just getting to where I am today, getting through, all the hardship, even just still have an opportunity to play Division I football. That's still a lot more than a lot of people can ask for, so I'm extremely grateful for it.
For sure. Okay, we're going to go to Tales from the Trenches now. First one up, we got a clutch moment. Recount a time when you had to make a clutch play in youth ball, high school, or college, and share what that moment was like.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'll say my 8th grade year, I played in this all-star, I played on this all-star team that was all kids, a team full of just Tucson players. We played in this national tournament in Florida, and pretty much a bunch of other football teams, or other all-star teams across the nation. And we were playing, it was our first round, we were playing New Jersey. And going into this game, it was tough because seeing other teams across the nation, we weren't a huge team compared to East Coast, especially. We looked very small. But so we were in this game. It was about halftime. It was 0-0, and I go and score the first touchdown of the game, and then they go. Immediately after. Because I scored that drive, I come out, I tell my dad, I can't go on kickoff, I'm gassed. So I get another player in.
Oh, your dad was a coach?
Your team? And get another player in there, and we kick the ball off, and they return it and score.
Ooh.
So tied the game up. So then we get to the fourth quarter, and they're getting in scoring position, they're driving on us. And this guy throws a pick, caught the pick, and I run down the sideline, and I'm thinking about to get tackled. It's a cluster of people, and then I just plant my foot, and then squeeze through, and it was fake. Like,
Yeah.
I ducked through these people and then I scored.
And that won the
Won the
game?
game for us.
Damn, how did that feel? Was that like the
Felt
championship?
insane. Nah, that was our first round, and then the next we went to the championship that year, but without that play, it would have been like a really, really tough tournament for us.
Yeah.
The next game was double overtime. The game after that was overtime against California's all-star team, and then after that we played Pennsylvania in the championship and got
They were nice.
But they were good. They were really good.
Okay, that one special play. Without giving away too much schematically, what is your favorite play in football and why?
I don't really know. Just anything inside zone, I guess. Just anything to get
downhill.
The ball. Anything downhill, yeah. It's nothing too specific. Just any way to.
Like catching shuttle passes?
Yeah. That was a pretty sweet play though. Coach put that together pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay, a breakthrough moment. What is that one play or moment in college football where you knew you belonged? You mentioned there was a story about Utah.
Oh,
Has that come up yet?
Not yet. But I guess the play where I thought I belonged was that run that I had against UW.
Yeah.
Because kind of before then, it was like I was getting here and there, but didn't really know if anything was going to be serious or not. And then after I broke off that run, I was like,
for sure. You haven't played the neighbor, so we can't ask you that yet. Okay, freshman moments. Give us a time either during your freshman year or when you were still a young guy when you realized you weren't in high school anymore.
Okay, so this is
Utah?
Yes. So we played Utah, and I've had kind of moments before where I know it's obviously not high school, but I really wasn't woken up to it yet.
Yeah.
So we're playing Utah, and I get into pass pro, and it opens up to where I have to fill in between our guard and our center because I know somebody's coming.
Yeah.
So the guy that was on his blitz was Devin Lloyd.
Ooh, he's first rounder, right?
Yes.
Ooh, Devin Lloyd.
I mean, I've never in my life been bullied like this.
He ran through you?
He picked me up and walked me back to the quarterback.
Oh, no.
I never in my life have I ever experienced that.
You got the video?
I don't know if I have the video. I wish I did because it was unreal. I've never been moved like that.
You probably helped him go first round.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if I wasn't on a highlight tape.
They're like, look at this. The scouts are watching this. We need this guy.
Yeah, it was insane. I was as soon as I sat up and I saw him, I was like, oh my god.
Because you guys kind of had him on the scouting report.
Yeah, because watching him on film, every other team before, even the week before that, they were struggling to even just block him on the line.
Yeah.
Running backs couldn't do anything. He had a pick six, I think, or he had a crazy pick in one of those games or something like that, crazy play. And we were gonna be crazy to try and scheme up against him, and then I just got.
Damn.
I just got
you got picked up?
Little boy.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, really bad. That was my wake up.
For sure. Can you describe a player game where you had to dig deep mentally or physically?
I would say my sophomore year, the first round of the playoffs. It was kind of a closer game going into the third quarter, and pretty much I was trying to get our team hyped up to kind of get us to win this game.
Yeah.
We're we can do it. Nobody really thought we could.
Yeah.
We're here, so why not keep going? And then we still ended up losing that game, but I did everything I could. I came out, we were wearing all white that game. Jersey was damn near brown.
Oh, damn, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna get in the 2-minute drill. And then I do have some Grizz history, but you guys can help them. If you guys
y'all
want.
are gonna have to help me out.
Okay, but 2-minute drill though first. Favorite football player growing up?
Damian Thomason.
Okay, why?
So I had a pair of his cleats growing up.
No,
not he didn't give
but he had his own cleats, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my mom was a Chargers fan, and I loved watching him growing up. And my parents got me a pair of his cleats, and I think I was 8, and I called them my touchdown cleats.
Yeah.
And they were a pair of his cleats, and like I was a huge fan of him from that point, so that was why.
Who's the funniest teammate in your opinion?
I'd say either Eli or Drew Deck.
Has everybody said Eli?
It's either Eli, Sam, or Booby, bro.
Yeah, Sam. You said Sam. What's your favorite sport outside of football?
Favorite sport outside of football? Ooh, I don't know. Probably basketball.
Yeah.
But even then, like outside of football, like I'm not really a huge sport guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'd say basketball is probably the next.
Okay. Do you watch a lot of NBA or nah?
Not really.
Are you like a Suns fan or?
Not really.
Bro,
no,
basketball is amazing.
I know, like it's fun to watch. I just like I don't watch
Where
it enough
amazing
to like
happens.
have a team, like to have a favorite team like that. Like,
Okay. Biggest football pet peeve?
the double mouthpieces.
does that?
The doubly dangling mouthpieces.
People do that?
That pisses me off. I don't get it. People were doing that at
I
Arizona.
didn't know that was
I
a
never
thing,
understood
bro.
it. Yes.
Keon Coleman.
Double dangling mouthpieces. It doesn't make sense.
Wow. Okay. Favorite pregame song?
Oh my God. Hold on, I gotta look. Give me a minute. That's a tough one.
Yeah, 'cause
Actually, honestly, anything early Post Malone.
Okay. Okay. What's your morning or night person?
Night.
Night.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite movie?
I'd say, oh my gosh. I'd say I have two. So one is Django.
Django?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other is Nacho Libre.
Dang. Okay.
Crazy combination.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah. We don't have to get into it. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be running track.
Yeah? You big track guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you said your favorite event was the hurdles?
Hurdles, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the best trash talker on the team, in your opinion?
Best trash talker?
Yeah.
Probably X.
X?
Yeah.
You be talking trash?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you a trash talker?
Not really.
Nah. Yeah, that wasn't my thing either. One word that describes your playing style.
I don't know. I guess just powerful.
Powerful? Okay. Who's your biggest inspiration?
My dad.
Dad? Sure. Coffee or energy drinks, or neither?
Neither.
Neither?
I don't drink either one.
Me neither, man. Not really me either. Okay, I got some Grizzly history. You guys can help out with this. All right, I got four this week. Okay, number one. Who has the record? And low-key, reading these like records as I've been going through them, there's one name that is consistently up there all the time. And I get why fans are always talking about this guy. Who has the record for the most rush attempts in a game? Attempts.
Oh God.
It's two guys.
Any guess? I have no idea.
One of them has a family resemblance here.
Oh yeah.
But who's the other one? Lex? No.
It's not Yo.
Who said it? You said it? Yeah, Johan said it.
Wow.
How many did Johan say?
38. Yeah. Is that a lot?
I had 30.
38?
Against Dixie.
You had 30? What's the most y'all had? What's the most you had? 26. What about you? 19? Damn.
Bro, I had 30.
Yeah, 38's looking crazy.
38 is a lot. That is a lot.
Okay. Number two. Most rushing TDs in a season.
Oh, I know.
Wait, what's the question?
Most rushing TDs in a season.
Marcus.
How many?
23.
23.
Dialed.
It was 23 in 2019. Okay, most rushing yards in a season. Who is it?
That was Lex, isn't it?
No.
It was Chase.
Johan said.
Yeah.
How many yards do you think he had? Huh? Nah.
It was 18.
More.
It's like 18 or 19.
It's 16. 1658.
Oh, I should have said
1658.
1600.
Okay, last one. Most total TDs in a season. Huh?
Dante Sneed. No.
Wait, throwing touchdowns count?
Receiving touchdowns count.
It says total.
Total touchdowns in a season. It's not a quarterback. This person beat his dad. Beat his dad for the record.
How long ago?
Lex? Jordan Stanley?
You said it was recent?
Like last 4 years.
Maybe.
I was here the last 4 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Marcus. He had the most rushing. He had 25.
That's the most I've seen.
Wow.
Yeah, total. What are you at? You're like 15, 14, 15, right?
I don't know.
You know, bro. You don't have to be humble.
No, I think he's at 12, actually.
12?
I think he's at 12.
I got 2 passing touchdowns.
You got 2 passing?
Receiving.
Oh, receiving?
Yeah, you didn't throw the ball. You didn't throw the ball.
Okay, that is going to conclude Under the Helmet this week. I appreciate you guys for being here. We will be with Mr. Gilman next week. So come check us out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, Stevie.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nice to hear about you.